And I think the next team I play for, I want a bigger contract. So then I can buy a house and be homey and cozy.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. That could be the Liberty. It could be New York City. It could also.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and hold on tight because this story is about to set Fever Nation on fire. In a stunning twist that no one saw coming, Sophie Cunningham, one of the most fiery and outspoken players on the Indiana Fever roster, may have just hinted that she's ready to walk away from the team, and possibly the WNBA altogether. Her latest comments on her podcast sent shockwaves through the league, sparking rumors, speculation, and even a few heated exchanges among fans online. Before we dive into what Sophie really said, and why insiders believe she's completely done with Indiana, make sure you smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any breaking updates on this developing WNBA storm. Because this one gets personal. Sophie's weekly podcast usually features locker room insights, behind-the-scenes humor, and her signature sarcasm. But this week's episode had a different tone, reflective, emotional, and surprisingly tense. At one point, she dropped this line that sent chills through Fever fans everywhere. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try to fit in, the chemistry just doesn't click, and that's okay. Growth means moving on when you need to. Fans immediately paused. Was that just a general life comment? Or was Sophie sending a coded message about her future with the Fever? As the episode went on, she added another telling remark: "I've learned that energy is everything, who you play with, who you play for. When that energy doesn't match, it's time to make choices that protect your peace." Within minutes, WNBA Twitter was ablaze. The phrase "Sophie leaving" trended for over 5 hours, with fans debating whether she was preparing to request a trade or quietly announcing her. Sources close to the Fever organization have described tension between Cunningham and some teammates, particularly regarding Caitlin Clark's growing influence in the locker room. One insider revealed, "Sophie's always been outspoken and confident, but when a rookie like Caitlin enters the scene and changes the entire team dynamic overnight, not everyone adjusts easily. There's been friction, especially around leadership and media attention. It's no secret that the Fever have become one of the most talked about teams in all of basketball, largely thanks to Clark's arrival. But with the spotlight comes pressure, and not every player feels equally valued under that glare." Cunningham, who joined the Fever with high hopes and a reputation as one of the WNBA's grittiest sharpshooters, has at times seemed overshadowed. Her minutes dropped, her role fluctuated, and her once electric chemistry on court has looked strained. Fans also point to a viral clip from practice earlier this week, where Sophie appeared visibly frustrated after being subbed out during a scrimmage. Cameras caught her muttering, "I'm not here to be a background player." That moment alone reignited trade rumors that had already been simmering since late August, when she was linked to multiple teams, including the Dallas Wings and the Phoenix Mercury, her former home. And get this, right after the podcast aired, Sophie removed Indiana Fever from her Instagram bio and unfollowed the team's official page. Coincidence? Or the first public step in her quiet goodbye? If Cunningham does decide to leave, it would be a serious blow to Indiana's chemistry. Despite her recent frustrations, she remains one of their most passionate voices and locker room leaders. Her grit, her energy, her physical style, those are the intangibles that kept the Fever alive in close games. Losing her would mean losing more than just a shooter. However, some analysts believe this could also open the door for the Fever to fully rebuild around Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, creating a younger, faster, and more offense-oriented identity. Still, it's clear that Sophie's absence would leave an emotional hole. Fans have grown attached to her boldness, her unapologetic personality, and her constant willingness to speak her truth, even when it ruffles feathers. As of now, the Fever have not released any official statement regarding Sophie Cunningham's comments. Team representatives reportedly reached out to her after the podcast aired, but neither side has confirmed what was discussed. Several insiders, however, say a mutual parting of ways could be on the table before the offseason officially ends. If so, Sophie could hit free agency, and there's no shortage of teams that would jump at the chance to sign her. The Las Vegas Aces, New York Liberty, and Chicago Sky have all been mentioned as potential landing spots. Fever fans have been divided. Some say Sophie has every right to prioritize her happiness. Others feel betrayed, arguing she's abandoning the team right when things are finally looking up. One viral comment summed it up best: Sophie gave this team heart. If she's leaving, Indiana better realize what they're losing, because it's more than just a player. It's personality, it's passion. So what do you think, fans? Is Sophie Cunningham really done with the Fever, or is this just a heat-of-the-moment emotional vent? Drop your thoughts below and tell me where you think she'll end up next season. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and turn on notifications so you're first to know when we drop the next major update in this unfolding WNBA drama.